Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to my channel. Hey, I Loafer. Just started. I'm no professional or nothing. I'm just trying it. I just heard part of a discussion, and I wanted to put my own spin on it because I don't know these guys getting big and then they pushing these narratives, and it's not helping you or me. It's not helping our kids. It's not helping relationships. It's not helping anybody. These guys just don't care. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is, I don't know if this format, the way I'm doing it, is gonna work. But hey, let's try it out. I'm gonna play this video, and then sometimes I'm gonna jump in, and then sometimes I'm just gonna let it rock. But without ado, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like debate and real questions and real conversations, this is the channel for you. A little bit about me. I'm 31. I'm single. I don't have any kids. I own my own business. I own my own home. You know what I'm saying? I'm just the average guy. So I'm not as you can see from my background. I'm chilling. I'm at the crib. So check me out. Let me know what you think and how I can improve. And sure, welcome to my channel.
The thing that I'm curious about is, okay, so now we got acknowledgement. Now we on a foundation. What's the number? What do you want? What exactly should America give you? What does that look like? Who should it go to? What's the solution?
Okay, my bad. Now the content that I'm doing this on, because I do follow certain channels, and just because I follow these channels don't mean that I believe everything that these guys say. It doesn't mean that I believe everything these guys say, or that I'm just 100% in compliance. I'm never 100% in compliance. So my thing is, I'm never 100% in compliance, and from the looks of it, my channel probably gonna get pretty big because these guys, they not about their business. Now, like I said, this guy who channel is Drummer Boy 1980. Don't forget, what I'm saying. If you like my channel, go like his. Even if you don't like my channel, go like and watch his videos. He do got some good videos. It's just this one in particular, I had to make a video about this one. And then the one that we doing the video on is Lapeef Network. Good channel. I watched them as well. Good channel. I watched them as well. Don't always agree, but hey, you can't agree with everybody. But without further ado, I'm gonna finish. I just wanted to get them they links because I don't know how to link yet or anything like that. But if you do like it, Lapeef Network and Drummer Boy 1980, go check them out.
Now, okay, anybody can say what they feel. So now, when we get to a point where, okay, we all agree, you feel how you feel, what's the solution?
The number I came up with was $480,000 for each descendant of slaves, and that's per family. Also, tax-free status. Next question.
So, is that also based?
$480,000 for each. So that's basically $500, and you just gonna give that to every single person, bums and everything, right? Who gonna work? Y'all think Amazon is over? They buy overworked now. Imagine everybody having a 500,000. Well, half a million. I know it's not, but we're just gonna say $500,000. Imagine that. Now I'm going to give the solutions to what I think later, But just imagine every single person, because I mean, we just had like a brief simulation of that with the stimulus checks and the unemployment, and how you gave people $600 a week and people didn't want to go to work. $600 a week and these people didn't go to work. So you want to give people $500,000 and think they're gonna stay going to work? Yeah, okay. But let's keep going. Let's keep going.
The descendant, is that also including people that have a certain percentage of white in their blood and stuff too?
Yeah, we all got a percentage of white in our blood. My great grandmother was white.
What if it's a white person, technically, that we consider a white person?
If they're a descendant of slaves and they could trace their people back to the 1870 census, then yeah, they can get it too.
So anybody that got black in them can get it?
Anybody that could trace their descendancy, their lineage back to the 1870 census, and it showed that you were a black person, a Negro.
Okay, cool. So how do we pay for it now?
And go to college. You ain't asking that shit.
Well, because if you understand how money works, then somebody got to
I understand how money works.
Okay, then why you say who cares?
I'm asking who cares.
I care.
How can you?
Let me tell you why.
We got 40%. We got 8% inflation right now, the highest that it's been in 40 years. You're not asking about that.
I actually do a show on it every day.
Print more money and run it up.
So you want to print your. So the way that you solve for this is to print more money.
Dude, I don't care how you pay. That's all I'm saying. The debt is still owed. It don't matter how you pay, the debt is still owed. Now you can go up with folks and figure out how to pay it and all that shit. That's not my business. All I know is the debt is taxes.
No, it ain't even raising taxes. You literally collapse the entire country by doing this.
Exactly. You might collapse all the colonial powers if half the niggas that was.
So what you hearing is an old smart dummy, because you know better, but you still, because you in your feelings and you feel like you owe something, that you gon', even though you know it's wrong, you still gonna do it anyway, even though you know it'll affect way more than just you. Now, if it would just affect you and you don't care, then that's cool. But you trying to affect everybody around you. You don't care, long as it's paid. What? That's what we doing now? This guy is crazy, man. And listening to this dude is the reason why I had to make a reaction video. But I'm gonna keep it going.
Agreed by the colonial powers would actually get together instead of thinking they're on a higher plane than the next one. So because honestly, the reparations claim really isn't big enough. But you really need Haitians, you need all the West Indians, you need the Brazilians, because really Spain, England, and France need to be sued. So like really want to talk about it? Yeah, it'll bankrupt the whole world, bro.
And so you think that's the solution?
Right, right. That's the solution.
That's what I'm saying. Because capitalism was started off of free labor. The free labor of my ancestors, not yours. Like you say, not yours. You ain't worried about it.
Now that's crazy. So basically what I'm just gonna let him finish talking, man. I'm just gonna let this guy finish talking. This not making sense at all to me. You cannot be this old and this senile and this delusional to believe that this plan will actually work. You can't be. There's no way you in the right state of mind thinking like that, unless you just pushing the narrative and you basically trolling. Cause that's the only way, man. It's not making sense to me.
Did you hear the conversation?
But I guess he finally gonna come in with his 2 cents for a second. And then we can keep it going. Hopefully this. Sure. Gotta get a better YouTube setup. This ain't it.
So far, you heard it with your own ears.
Facebook, YouTube. What's up, bro?
That's right. Family, do me a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe, family. Come on back and see, all right? Click it. I'm going in. See, people got it completely twisted and convoluted. Ain't nobody don't care about getting no attention or garnish nobody attention. We talking about a blood debt that's owed to people. And it's just that simple. And Tom asked the question. The man gave him the answer. He didn't like the answer. Talking about bankrupt. Who cares? See what?
No, he didn't give him the answer. He gave him his opinion. That's a big difference. And you can agree to disagree. It ain't got to be an argument or nothing like that. You asked the question, he gave you his answer, but he fucking wrong. And dude behind me, drummer boy that's doing the narrating or whatever, he fucking wrong too. Something wrong with both of them old niggas for sure. For sure.
It is you comfortable up in your life. And like many other people are comfortable. I'm comfortable too. Does not push aside the fact that these people are owed a blood debt. And it's going to be paid back one way or the other. Because I believe in you reap what you sow. That's what I believe in. And America can't stand like this for long because there's too much blood up in the soil. Did you hear me? It's too much blood in the soil, family. America can't continue to operate like this. And if you know anything about what's going on, the numbers are dropping drastically. For the people that know, you know. What's happening is the system is imploding from the inside out. Many people don't even know that. People died at an alarming rate. By 2050, they said the country is going to be a different color. That's not me. That's what statistics say. Not my words. Go look it up for yourself. But moving right along.
So, and this is because, and this speaks to a larger point, and that nobody is being realistic. Like, nobody is really presenting a solution, in my personal opinion, as to how you can actually solve for the thing that people are asking for, and they don't want something realistic. And so, as a result, you get nothing. You're presenting a solution. Why don't you? Okay, I'm sorry, sir. Can you just give me like not to pontificate? No, not to pontificate. Give a solution. Cool. But I don't agree with you. I don't think you should get shit. Okay. So that's my solution. You go back to your rusty hole, you keep complaining about it, you run in the Victim Olympics, and you watch people like me that win. That's the nigga. Let me keep fucking winning, and you sit over there and you complaining in the Victim Olympics. That's my solution. I'm not worried about it. Fall back into that hole that you came from and fuck you and your feelings. That's my solution. There you go. Now that's talk, baby. Hey, JB, don't talk for me, JB. That's what it goes. Anton. No, so Anton, here's actually why. That's your homie, baby. That's my guy. Hold up. Okay, if that's your homie, listen. If that's your homie, then I'm a chill out. No, actually, I think that's a good point. Listen, we're not gonna mince words. Fuck off, Anton. Let me make this point. Anton, let me make this point because that's actually one of the things I highlighted in the beginning. That's one of the things that fascinates me about Big Mike is he's actually very successful. So I'm like, where's he coming from? Like he's actually very successful and all that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Dusty hole. I'm trying to. You used to talking to niggas a certain way, bro. And I'm talking to you the same way right now. Bro, that shit don't faze me. That shit like water. And it don't. But the reality is that you just talking shit. You're not actually presenting a real solution. You talking.
you're not necessarily talking in order to progress the conversation. And so as a result, you throw out some random fucking number that you know ain't realistic. You know it's collapsing. You know
clearly ain't realistic.
You ain't a real solution, but you do it just for the sake of saying shit, and it don't actually help anybody.
It ain't.
I answered your motherfucking question. You asked me a number. You see the type of you asked me for a number. I gave you a fucking number.
But it's not realistic, motherfucker.
You're a fucking clown.
You could have got every motherfucker $10,000. You could have got every person $10,000 if you were smart, dummy. 450,000. Come on, man.
Is what I do.
Come on, man.
And at the end of the day, you still ain't actually talking worth nothing. We can do all of the name calling. We can do all of that. You can call me whatever it is that you want to call me.
You're not making sense, bro. You're not making sense right now at all.
You too.
That's it. No. I actually proved.
Well, family. Did you hear the exchange? And Tom Daniel asked the man the question. The man gave the answer. He didn't like his answer. The man asked Tom for a solution. And Tom's solution is he don't believe black people should get nothing.
Whoa.
He says,
whoa. Now, he just switched his words up. He didn't say he don't believe black people should get nothing. He said he don't believe he should get nothing. That's a big difference. So we gonna keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? He got to keep it 100 and redact. He got to change that, dog. That's some fake ass shit to try to switch that man words. That ain't real nigga shit.
Black people shouldn't get anything, and they should crawl back into their dusty holes and stop complaining and stop running through the victim Olympics. This is a blood debt. This is not no victim Olympics. This is a blood debt. Everybody that gone through something, Nazi Germany, the Holocaust, them people got paid, right? You don't hear other Jews talking about they shouldn't get paid. Stop running through the Olympics. They shouldn't get nothing. Do anybody hear Indians talking like that? Do anybody hear that? Do anybody hear other Asian people saying, well, Asians need to stop running through the Olympics. They just need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Apparently, he don't know how everything works, and he just talking. Now, he gives good advice whenever it comes to marriage, but whenever it comes to race, he is completely off center for sure.
Sometimes I agree.
People that do this.
He be on some bullshit sometimes when it comes to race.
No words either.
I'm not gonna
make no bones about it. And Tom talk as though he has roles above blackness. Oh, but he will find out because there have been plenty of people that we can run down the list that talk. And they find out the hard way. But I pray that you heard me. We the only people that talk like this. If you are not interested in the reparations talk, why are you trying to undermine the reparations talk? Talking about people with a percentage of whiteness, all this food. Those are white supremacist talking points, bro. 4chan, Riddick, Stormfront, all of those websites. The exact same talking points. I'm telling you, I pay attention because I want to know what's going on around me. All right, now let's move right along.
By the way, I noticed Say Shock is trying to talk. You're muted, but hold on, let me just unmute you real quick. But before Mr. Lee talks, just one more thing I wanted to ask you, because I remember one of the things that you said in our conversation was like if they give you said this yourself that if they were to give black people like ADOS, FBA black folks reparations, a lot of that money would end up going to these, designer brands, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, and all that. And whatnot.
1942. It'll be weave all dragging up the street.
This doesn't apply to me.
Man,
you think this should be, if we're going to say, okay, we're going to take all this money and give it
to, he right. He right.
Black folks
it wouldn't make sense.
Do you think that should be any
You can't give people nothing for real. They got to work for it.
So you don't think it matters that the same... It doesn't matter that y'all are saying is oppressing y'all. You're gonna then take the bread and then go and bring it back to them.
It don't matter what people do with it. I might not necessarily bring it back to them. That's not gonna be what I do. But I don't care what people do with it.
Right.
The whole thing is about getting it. And see, here's the deal. Nobody's asking this about the reparations that the Japanese got. Nobody's asking
nigga, that type of money that they got was not going to bankrupt the country. It's not going to bankrupt the world. Nigga, you trying to bankrupt the world. What is you talking about, bro? You're not even making sense right now. You not even making sense right now. You not.
Do you think that NFTs have changed your life?
You not even making sense right now. I'm sorry. You can't sit here and tell me.
Fortune magazine that I did.
You can't sit here and tell me that you actually think that's a good idea.
Unisop animation. It was actually mind-blowing that anybody would want to own this digital piece, but then the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. Like, why would somebody want to own a physical art piece? Because they like looking at it. It's the same thing for a digital one, right?
NFTs.
It's not about other groups getting their reparations, bro. And oh man. It's not about people getting their reparations, man. Y'all trying to bankrupt the fucking world. That's not worth it. What is you talking about? But I want to get everybody's opinions before I make mine. I mean, before I really, dive in.
Lists that talk just like you, and they find out the hard way. But I pray.
You could have said $5,000 for every woman, man, and child. You could have said, he said $450,000. Do you know Gucci would become?
My calculation is much bigger than Big Mike. I start the number somewhere at about 17 trillion. I have
17 trillion. Yeah, this is basically where they left off at, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm definitely gonna figure this out because this ain't the way. This is terrible. The way this is this is terrible. So I'm definitely gonna figure out a better way to stream this stuff. But in the meantime, bear with me.
Calculations look like, but it's north of, I think, 2-point-something million per family, because I calculated death benefits in those compounded figures. Right. Reparation is debt. A debt is owed.
Bro, shut up.
The broader calculations on reparation to include not just the mainland North America slavery and the death of people that was used to build the Western empires, includes all the Caribbean nations, Central and South American nations.
You mean the people that don't like us either? You talk about them same people who don't like us either, huh?
White America.
Man, shut up.
Who gives a shit?
Shut up.
Because they didn't give a damn when
these dudes, they just be saying anything, bro. They just be saying anything, man. You're not making sense right now.
Became man-eaters by following the slave ships to America. My blood rage, bro. My blood rage. So I could give two shits about how white America would feel.
I understand, slavery is definitely, and I'm not insisting of slavery, but like these dudes be really like, they really make Anton seem like he right. They really do. They really make Anton seem like he right, man, and it's crazy. It's crazy. That's crazy. They really make Anton look like this, and I do not agree with him. That's the crazy thing. How many minutes we got? We almost done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Articulate to the highest level, very clear and very concise. Straight to the point. Who cares? The debt is owed. Pay the debt. because this government has enslaved and has co-signed on everything what happened. Now the government owes. Pay the people that you owe. And we're the only group of people that they haven't paid yet. So now it's time to pay us. Everybody else got paid. Nobody wasn't mincing words. They didn't have to do a steady, no HR 40s and all this old foolishness. They paid. But now whenever it comes to us, oh,
This is scary. This is scary. This dude is like 40
y'all running in
or
the
better.
Oh, y'all just
He
complain.
talk like
Well,
this,
give
man.
us the
This
money
is
that
scary,
you owe.
man.
These companies that been around for 200 or 300 years, they've been there stealing for 199 of them. Stealing and robbing and lying and cheating. And they still around today. And they owe a debt. I'm a Christian fella, but I do not subscribe to the slave master teaching now. People call themselves Christians, but most people ain't Christians. They get on here and swear, do all this stuff. And I do not expect nobody to be perfect because there's only one perfect person that ever walked the face of the earth. But you strive for perfection, right? But the Bible even talk about you reap what you sow. If you owe a man, you pay that man. America has a debt that all the great teachers talked about. All of them talked about this, right? And I want my money. You heard me. These people will come up with all kind of excuses not to pay. We bringing it right back to your doorstep. See, it's one thing about me. I don't pray for no, oh, the country get better. No, fire and brimstone. That's what I'm praying for. Fire and brimstone. Until you pay the debt, fire and brimstone. Just like in Egypt, when God bought paper.
Wait a minute, what? Hold on. That weed kind of good. Dog, what? What did he say? Let's take this shit back a little bit.
Swear, do all this stuff. Pay the people that you owe. And we're the only group of people that they haven't paid yet.
My bad,
so now
y'all.
it's time to pay us. Everybody else got paid. Nobody wasn't mincing words. They didn't have to do a steady, no HR 40s and all this old foolishness. They paid the people swiftly, hastily. But now whenever it comes to us, oh, y'all running in a victim and everything. Oh, y'all just complain. Well, give us the money that you owe. These companies that been around for 200 or 300 years, they've been there stealing for 199 of them. Stealing and robbing and lying and cheating. And they still around today. And they owe a debt. I'm a Christian fella, but I do not subscribe to the slave master teaching now. People call themselves Christians, but most people ain't Christians. They get on here, swear, do all this stuff. And I do not expect nobody to be perfect because there's only one perfect person that ever walked the face of the earth. But you strive for perfection, right? But the Bible even talk about you reap what you sow. If you owe a man, you pay that man. America has a debt that all the great teachers talked about. All of them talked about this, right? And I want my money. You heard me. These people will come up with all kind of excuses not to pay. We bringing it right back to your doorstep.
What?
See, it's one thing about me. I don't pray for no, oh, the country get better. No, fire and brimstone.
What?
That's what I'm praying for. Fire and brimstone. Fire and
Okay,
brimstone.
so now
like
it's making.
I'm praying for pain and destruction. I ain't praying for no, oh, let's just come together. Give me my money. Give me my money.
Okay.
I don't care about coming together. I want my money. Run my change. And Big Mike was absolutely right. And so was Mr. Lee. He was right as well. Because people have these studies on this thing.
They have done studies on this, huh? Okay.
It's enough for the kumbaya.
They've done studies on
kumbaya
oh,
at
okay.
first. And then he seen quickly that this here don't work. I led my people into a burning house. And whenever he finally woke up, what did they do? They killed him. Mic drop. Hit that share button, family. Bunch of coons and buffoonery. Hit that like button. Hit the cash out, family. Subscribe to my channel.
Oh, man. I didn't watch. Oh man, that right there, man. Listen, dog. Listen. I'm not no Kevin Samuels. I'm not none of these. Honestly, I'm not even a YouTuber. I'm not even trying to do this to get rich or nothing. I'm honestly doing this because I have an opinion and I want to voice my opinion. So if people agree with it, they agree with it, and if they don't, they don't. But this 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 guy right here. First I gotta address. Well, I think it's not really much you could say on them. They clearly in their feelings. I clearly agree with them saying that we do deserve reparations. We are owed something. I agree with them on that. The numbers that both of these dudes said was way unrealistic. Even it's not possible. You know what I'm saying? It's not possible. And you were basically they could do it, but guess what? It wouldn't be no more money. It would be a new currency because that dollar that they pumped into everybody got money. And if we ain't got no food, if we barely got people working, if we barely got people doing any of these jobs, if we barely got people doing anything at all, you pump this money into the economy, it would destroy it. It would the price of everything would go up so high. I'm talking about a loaf of fucking bread for like $200. And really it might be more than that. It probably would be. But when the dude say he don't give a fuck, he don't even got a plan, he just want his money. Bro, how old are you, man? You don't got a plan? All this time we done had to come up with a solution, to figure out what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? And you don't care enough to even figure out a realistic plan that you can jot down and be like, well, this is what we should do. Now, one person who did do an example of somebody I did hear try to do it was Ice Cube. The black people criticized him for it because he wanted to work with the Republican Party and the Democrats. Now, my thing is this: just because you black, do that automatically make you a Democrat? Answer that question in the comment section. Please answer that question. If you're black, you are a Democrat, do that mean that you can't work with the other party to push and get an agenda accomplished? Please answer both of those questions if you don't mind. If you've been around long enough to hear this question, I appreciate it. I thank you. You know what I'm saying? Please hit the like and subscribe button if you liked it so far. Like I said, I'm not going to lie to you. This is my first video. I've never done this before. I'm pretty sure this setup ain't right, but I heard something and I had to talk about this because these people are going off emotion. We got men being emotional right now. These dudes are trying to kill everybody. They trying to mess up the whole country with this type of thinking. But I'm not going to go off too far into that. And maybe because of YouTube, my bad YouTube. So anyway, my plan is because it's off the fly. I was just sitting there thinking, free college up to 8 years, and you get 7 years tax-free money no matter what job that you choose. So if you are a doctor, 7 years tax-free money of your money. If you a janitor, 7 years tax-free. Everybody, at least At least 5. But I say 7, but at least 5, I'm willing to budge on that. That's enough time for everybody to do what they need to do. You put your own foot forward and decide your destiny. They don't gotta give us too much of nothing. The free college really, the free college is a stretch, but at the same time, all these other places for the most part can do it. I believe that's more accomplishable than $450,000 for every single person. My bad, family. That so like I said, 5 to 7 years of tax-free money, no matter what job you work. Every descendant of slave, if it's in your blood or if you can link it. But my thing is this: once they say something like that, all these histories, everything is just gonna end up getting disappeared. It's gonna be hard for people to find it. So everybody, even if we did that, it would be very hard to prove. You basically got to say every black person in this country is a descendant of a slave. Honestly, besides an immigrant, besides an immigrant who chose to come here, I think that's what it's called if you choose to come here, immigrant. But hearing what these two old OGs just said, man, because I'm not gonna disrespect them. I just don't agree with them. I think I did call them some names earlier. I'm gonna change that. I'm not part of no manosphere. I'm not part of none of that. I'm just somebody who want to voice my opinion. And I honestly believe that if these dudes get the mainstream with this emotional bull crap, bro, women could jump behind this and it could get real bad. And this is not a solution. Those two solutions are something that can cause immediate turnover. We won't have to wait a generation. We won't have to wait. You know how much money that is? Do you for people who ain't did nothing with their life? You mean to tell me when these dudes was going crazy over this $600, everybody staying at home? Work, bro. Who's going to work? So, let me think. Was there anything else I need to address on this? Because they both said, because he brought up a valid point. He said that you don't think that if we give these people this money, that they not gonna just run out and spend it on designer stuff anyway. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna do it. So really, as long as it don't affect you, the consequences of this situation that you want to create, as long as you feel like it won't affect you, it don't matter what happened. It don't matter who because the world will be turned upside down. The upper class, the middle class, everything will be turned upside down. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm just really when I see stuff like that and I hear stuff like that, I'm for reparations. I'm for our people getting what's owed to us. But I'm also for equality and opportunity. And if you're not putting your best foot forward to make something happen, why do you feel like you deserve something? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like Fubu, the great cousin of Fubu. You know what I'm saying? Feel like they deserve something because they family with the guy who created it. Like, come on, like you gotta put some work in, man. We cannot have this victim mentality to the point where we just feel like they gotta give it to us. I honestly don't want anything. I just want a fair chance. Give me a fair chance. Wipe my record clean, motherfucking wipe my record clean, and shit. Give me $10,000, 5 years of motherfucking tax-free money, and we good. The government ran on taxes long enough. And it don't gotta be, it could just be payroll taxes. It don't gotta be taxes on everything else, even though I know we probably the amount of taxes that they would try to anchor on there, they would try to take that up and be like, oh, we gotta do it. We can't afford this, we can't afford that. Oh, we can afford it. We can afford it. And the crazy thing is, black people, we honestly don't even need them to get them our money. I mean, get them. We honestly don't need them to give us anything. If we took ourselves to work and decided to go a year and just save a year, just saving. Only thing you spending money on is necessities. If you got kids, spending on the kids. If you on yourself, spend on yourself. No trips, all that going, all that doing that dumb stuff, buying 1942, all this crazy stuff. If everybody went a whole year and just buckled down, even if they gave us just 2 years with no taxes, every single person, there will be no poor people. There will honestly be, unless you choose it. That's where you get to the point where it's you choosing. Because no matter what your record is, you will get a fair shot. Now, certain industries you won't be able to work in. Cool. If you motherfucking rob the bank, no, you cannot go to a bank and be a bank teller. But yeah, you could go there and be you could go there and be an associate. Why not? You could go there and be an associate. You can't be no manager or nothing, but I just feel like we gotta put a foot forward too, man. It can't just be them just here. Even though that's how they got it, that's not how they got it. We talking about people from years ago. So what's done is kind of done on that. But if you get $10,000 tax free and you get 2 years of whatever job you work, 2 years tax free money, and free college, we gonna say 4 years. Because everybody might, well, we gonna say up to 8 years. Up to 8 years is your choice. Up to 8 years. So why not? The women can still go to college, do what they do. We can still go to college. It will be more men there, more men, because the thing of it is, how can a man get a scholarship without sports, academics? And most men believe that it's no point before we have to provide before school is even. Once you get 18, you kind of got to forget about school. Actually, before you get 18, when I was 16, I was sitting there making man decisions on whether I was going to sit there and help my mom or was I going to sit there and go to school. So I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But if you put certain people in these type of positions, I think you definitely could make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Me personally. And I'm not going to go get too long-winded on it. I'm just going to say that if we put our best foot forward and they could give $10,000 to each person, because it don't have to be a couple. What if you're not a couple? Each person, you know what I'm saying? Basically, that can trace it. 2 years, tax-free money, any job, 8 years of college. I know it's repetitive, but when you say it more than once, you will think about it. Think about it. That's more realistic. That's something that we could actually get accomplished. That's something that's real easy that can get pushed. And you don't have to be Democratic or Republican to get behind that. Because that's not going to break the fucking bank. But if you look at the way everything is, after pumping $5 trillion into the economy, nothing costs the same. Nothing. And you want to take it up. Triple, man, what is this? Anyway, I'm not going to get personal because I almost did. First day in. Like I said, my name J.R. Loafer. This is the name of my channel is What Up Though TV. And stay tuned. Hopefully y'all like it, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe.